Hello everyone, and welcome back to another RuneScape video. RuneScape is a huge world to explore with so many things to do, but oftentimes to keep us entertained we'd rather just grind out a few levels than explore this expansive world. But not all skills are created equal, so there's quite a few that the community dislike. Now before you get mad at me for dissing your favorite skill, this list was compiled from a poll of just about 2,000 players. Anyway, here's the top 10 hated skills in RuneScape. Number 10. Fishing. Fishing just so happens to be one of the two skills that I actually have a 99 in. Regardless, it can be a very boring skill based on how you'll just have to sit around and wait in hopes of catching some fish. It's not nearly as fun as other skills, and you'll get bored just sitting there watching the screen. I do have to give it one thing, it definitely helped me catch up on a bunch of shows on Netflix. Number 9. Mining. Mining is almost the exact opposite of fishing. It's very click intensive, and the only fun part is meeting other people training the same thing. I'm assuming all of you have trained this skill before and you know how boring it becomes after just a couple minutes. Luckily for all of us, mining is currently being planned for a rework. Hopefully Jagex makes this happen and makes it way more interesting to train. Number 8. Construction. Back in the day when construction was released, people were excited as ever. Now that house parties no longer happen nearly as much as they used to, there's almost no point to the skill. Not to mention, there's really no purpose to ever use your house besides to train the skill itself. Unless you're trying to get into the altar hosting business or get a 99, construction is a skill to stay away from. Number 7. Thieving. Thieving is easily one of the most frustrating skills in all of RuneScape. Every time you get caught trying to take something, you're stunned for a few seconds. The worst feeling is when you get stunned more than once in a row. Moments like this can cause you to rage quit nearly instantly. Number 6. Dungeoneering. The main gripe that I see many people have with Dungeoneering is that it feels more like a minigame than a skill. The skill is laid out exactly like other minigames in RuneScape and could have easily been passed off as one. I personally don't like the skill myself and wouldn't ever train it if they didn't have such good rewards to offer. Number 5. Runecrafting. Before the release of RuneSpan, this skill was even worse to train. You were constantly running back and forth between the bank and whatever altar you were using. Now that RuneSpan exists, it's way easier to train, but it's not nearly as enjoyable as other skills. A lot of hate associated from the skill comes from RuneSpan itself. It used to be a larger accomplishment, but now 99 can be achieved easily. Number 4. Farming. The main reason that I see people dislike farming is the fact that you can't continuously train it. A lot of the time you're just going to be training other skills waiting for your crops to grow. The last thing you want is to spend 5 minutes setting up your farm only to come back and see that everything you've just planted is dead. Regardless of how much money you can make with the skill, people will still dislike it. Number 3. Divination. Before the release of Invention, the only real purpose of Divination was to make money. It didn't bring anything innovative or new to the game and seemed like just another average skill. Although it's slightly AFKable, you're going to be clicking a lot more than something like woodcutting. I believe this poll was before the release of Invention, so this could affect Divination's current ranking. Number 2. Hunter. Hunter is also an extremely frustrating skill. For the most part, the skill is very luck-based. You have to be lucky enough for the animal to get in your trap and hope that it doesn't collapse while trying to do so. The skill takes a very, very long time to gain XP, simply because you spend most of it waiting. Number 1. Agility. Agility is most definitely on the most hated skills list, simply because of how click-intensive and slow it is. Although now Silverhawk boots and feathers exist, they are insanely expensive to use. Agility is a very useful skill, but you need to be able to pour a lot of time and effort, or you'll get no reward. Agility is easily one of the most time-consuming skills in the game, and it is an amazing achievement to hit 99. That's all I have for this week's video, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have ideas for future videos, leave them in the comments below. If you'd like to see more content just like this, then make sure to also hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.